Okay, so I haven't done a video in like, I don't know, a week, maybe 2 weeks, and maybe I was just maybe lazy or a little bit busy visiting and stuff, but in reality, everything has changed. I just got back from a jog, and I was actually thinking of going out, but I really can't really be bothered today. So I thought, you know what? I gotta empty out my phone filled with these videos. And even though it may just be my mother who's watching, you know what? It's important. But before I start, I should actually tell you or show you exactly where I've been staying. I'm gonna start off with like the view. This place is called Palenque. It's a nicer area in Mexico City. So we're gonna take a look. Let me turn this around first. Stop. Here we are at the balcony. It's a nice area. I should walk around with you guys with it, but you know. And this is where I'm staying, or where I've been staying since I've been here. So we're just gonna have a little quick look around. Make sure to add my fruits. And this is my room. Da, 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 da. Alright. So I've been actually living very comfortably here. Okay, let me switch it. Think. Where was the last time okay, so I remember. So the last video I did was about me in Tulum or Coba. Okay, so then I had to, so after that trip, I was meant to go to Palenque because I went on a website and it said the best temples in Mexico is in Palenque. So booked my ticket. I was in Tulum. I booked my ticket, and then I went on Airbnb because I needed to find a place to stay. And it was I found a hostel, kind of a dorm, in what I assumed was Palenque, and I kind of pre-booked immediately. Done. And so the next day I was on the bus, and it's a long bus ride. It's from Tulum to Palenque is about 12-13 hours. So I took a night bus. I kind of got there in Palenque around 5 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't know where I was. I didn't know where this hostel was, so I went over to a taxi driver and I was like, where's this place? Is it nearby? And he's like, San Cristobal de las Casas? No. And I was like, why? And he's like, it's 4 hours. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I don't suppose you're going that way. And he's like, no, I'm not. Go and take a bus. And I'm like, okay. So I hopped on the same bus, which ironically was going in to that area and upwards. And we just kept climbing these mountains, and it just went winding over and over, and the hours just kept passing, and I was like, it's not 4 hours. And I'm getting scared because I had no idea where I was going. I looked at the address for the hostel and thought, okay, is this really the right place? And so I remember we had stopped for a while, and I'm getting like a little bit nervous, and I'm like, okay, this is it, shit. And then I heard somebody behind, like maybe a few seats behind me, who spoke English, and I'm like, yes. So I went over, wait for him to actually get off the phone, went over to him, I'm like, hi, I can hear you speak English, I really need your help. Where is this place? And he goes, yeah, you're going to it, you're gonna love it, it's gorgeous. And I'm like, okay, well, good, as long as I'm there, that's fine. It's just that I have a plane like 2 days later from Palenque to Mexico City, but sure. So I get there to San Cristobal de las Casas. It's up in the mountains. I should find out like how high up. And then I ended up at this hostel, and it was a nice hostel. It was a nice dorm-ish. It kind of reminded me of Bogota a little bit because it's cold up there. You get a feel of it's a bit moldy in the air. So, but the place is beautiful. The area is really, really beautiful. So I went in and I'm like, look, I'm only here for a day. I don't know why I booked 2 days. I don't know why I'm here, but I can only stay a day. And they said, like, you sure, no problem. And they kind of showed me like, okay, you can go to these canyons since you're here for a day, and then you can just walk around the town. And I was like, okay. So I'll put up like a little clip. It's not the most exciting, I have to say, but just getting into the canyons, I had to wait about 2 hours for people to get to.
Son las especies más pequeñas, que es el mono araña. Está en peligro de extinción, pero ya se ha logrado mantener ya esa especie. Ya que está...
So after the canyons, I went back. I managed to get a bus back, and I ended up in the little town, and I decided to go and walk around. It's about maybe 500 years old. It's one of the oldest towns in Mexico, and I found it actually really quite lovely. So that was really, I actually really had a good time. I came back a little bit late, and everything was kind of starting to close anyway. But yeah, I got some clips. You'll find actually maybe the last one kind of cute. And that was it. That really was it. That's my one day, more like half a day, in San Cristobal de las Casas. Definitely one of the best mistakes or accidents I've ever made. Enjoy. Definitely the best mistake / accident I've ever made.